Today on Thunder Bear 4-wheel drive, we're back in the garage and we're going to be working on the 392. It's getting some much deserved love. We are going to be doing some cast diff covers. These are the Dana Spicer AdvanTEK covers, and got to do a few things before we get started on this. First, need to run to town, get some more brake clean, get some paper towels, ran out of cleaning supplies. Also, it'll give us a chance to put some heat into the axles to get that 90 weight to come out a little bit cleaner, and then we'll jump right into it. So off to town we go. So as some of you may or may not know, my wife and I are going to be headed down to the off-road games in Sand Hollow in Hurricane, Utah. So today is Monday of that week, and we are leaving tomorrow on Tuesday. So that's why it's important for me to get these diff covers done today before we take off. So if you have a chance to get down there and see this thing, I highly recommend doing it. There's going to be a whole lot of people there that I want to meet. Matt from Matt's Off-Road, of course, you know, him and his crew. Rory Irish from Trailmater is going to be there. Robbie Layton's going to be there. A whole gaggle of YouTubers are going to be there. Nate Pickle from Dirt Lifestyle is going to be there. I've met him before. So yeah, a whole lot of people that I watch on YouTube regularly are going to be there. So totally just super psyched and excited about going down there. And we're going to take, video of the trip on the way down. And obviously there's going to be video of the games while we're there. So coming up here soon, you guys are going to get to see all that, at least all the stuff that we can capture. And yeah, looking forward to a really good time, and I'm going to take you guys along with us so that we can go do four-wheel drive stuff and YouTube stuff and have a fun time doing it. So absolutely be watching the channel, because we're going to have more content coming in regards to headed down there. So stick around, watch us. All right, so I'm back from town. I got it pulled into the garage here, got the front end jacked up so I can get to the diff, and time to start taking some stuff apart. So whenever you're taking a diff cover off, you want to take a couple of the top ones out and then thread them back in a little ways, so that when you break the pan loose, it doesn't just fall into the oil catch pan. Lucky me, in the time it took to go try and find a hammer and a chisel to pop it loose, it decided to turn loose all on its own. Take a quick opportunity here to show you the guts of a Dana 44 with an electric locker. And it looks like our gears are in good shape, so nothing to worry about there. Time to spritz it with some brake cleaner sauce and clean up the mounting surface and get our diff cover prepped and into place. Okay, I got it spritzed off with some brake clean. I'm just going to take and touch up this mating surface. Another quick shot of brake clean. Alright, let's go prep the diff cover and get it ready to stick on. Alright, so while we're letting the differential housing down there go ahead and dry from getting cleaned off real quick. Just going to spray some brake clean on this paper towel, wipe down the mating surface, and then we'll start applying the sealant. They say it's only necessary to put sealant on one side of the surface, and then you're good to go. This is the Dana Wrangler. It's supposed to be their one-stop shop for silicone type sealants. So and I'm the kind of guy that likes to take and spread it out over the whole surface because that's the way I roll. They say that you use this stuff instead of the seal that came with it because the bolts are not long enough to accommodate the thickness of the steel diff cover and the gasket itself. So we follow their instructions. And being that the diff housing is machined and assumed flat, and this diff cover is machined and assumed flat, you don't need a whole massive thick bead because it's going to press down to less than a millimeter when it's all said and done. So it's a pretty tight fit, and this will certainly help add to the strength of the front. And if I happen to have the misfortune to run into anything, it will definitely survive the impact much better than if it had the stamped steel diff cover. The kit also comes with a brand new bag of hardware, and they already come pre-done up with a thread lock on there. So this needs to go on within about 5 minutes of me doing this, so we got to hurry up and get it underneath there and get her slapped back on the rig. Being your own cameraman is not easy or necessarily fun. Decided to run these in with the speed wrench. I just want to make sure that I'm not cross-threading anything. Ever since my chest exploded, like 14 years ago now, I have a detached left subclavian artery. And as a result of that, my left arm does not like to do anything anymore. So I need to take breaks more regular than I used to. it's run up. So now I get to go find the torque spec for this real quick. The torque spec is 30 foot-pound, or pound-feet. Alright, it's time to put in some axle sauce. Well, there's one cover down, one more to go. So we're onto the back here. Already got a couple top bolts popped loose. Oil still looks really good actually for being 3 years old. So we just hit 40,000 miles, so it's a good time to change this stuff out anyway. So this is how you don't put silicone on your fingers. All right. All right. Time to put on the silicone. So I watched a video on this sealant, this Wrangler, and this they say that there's this little piece here that you flip on the bottom, and it's a key that you can use to like roll it up to squirt it out, and it worked. I was pretty impressed with that. Back when I worked on a farm as a mechanic, which has been 25 years ago now, I used to use Ultra Gray a lot, Permatex Ultra Gray, and I learned that it could pretty much seal just about anything. You do a power divider on like a semi-axle, and that section is quite heavy, and we used it for sealing those back on, and I never had one leak. They were pretty well glued on there, so it was pretty impressive. All right, time to hop underneath and get this thing stuck back in the rig. Don't want to drop our diff cover into the bucket of used oil. All right, she's torqued down into place. Now it's time for some axle sauce. And we are full. Thank you everybody for watching. We hope you enjoyed the video. It's not a very long video, but there's not a lot to do when you replace diff covers and change some oil. So, but it's new parts for the 392, and that's what people want to see. So that's what people's going to get. So go ahead and check out these videos up here, and we'll catch you in the next one.